Dads sometimes don't get enough credit where credit is due. Hi, this is Rick at Knowable, and here are 10 stories where videos of dads doing some amazing dad things went viral. Number 10. A loving father donned a pink tutu and led his 3 young daughters in one of the funnest ballet lessons they will ever have. He led the giggling little girls in twinkling their toes with spins and leaps and laughs and memories. Hard to tell who among them had the most fun. Number 9. A couple of weeks ago, 29-year-old Antoine Lee took his 2-month-old son to the doctor for shots and comforted him with the words, "Stay strong," the entire time. It was tough because Antoine had just lost his own father earlier in the day. Says Antoine, "It was very hard, but I know he felt the love because his daddy was here." Number 8. 8-year-old Gabriel Marshall of Kansas had surgery to remove a brain tumor. It left a nasty scar on the right side of his head. The young boy told his dad that he felt like a monster with that ugly scar. So his father, Josh, had an exact duplicate of the scar tattooed on his own head. Josh told his son, "If people want to stare, then they can stare at both of us." Number 7. If any of you out there are fairly tall new parents or have back issues, you know how painful it can be to bend over to teach your kids to walk. But 40-year-old Jerry Bell of Ontario, Canada, came up with a pretty darn good idea to help teach his 10-month-old son, Caden, how to walk. He dangles a hula hoop in front of him. Caden latches onto it and starts stepping away. Number 6. How does someone teach their daughter how to walk in high heels? She really wants to know, 'cause it's weird. Well, Dad to the rescue! In Woodridge, Illinois, 6-year-old Sonia was struggling with her mom's heels, so Dad, Eric Lewis, reached down, way down, to find his inner diva and taught his daughter how to confidently strut in those crazy heels. Number 5. Remember a while back when we told you about the dad who would copy his daughter's selfies and post his own? Oh, yeah, he's back. Last year, Chris Martin thought daughter Cassie's selfies were so outrageous that he started copying and posting them, just to show her how ridiculous they were. Well, apparently, she didn't get the hint. So now he's back with even more crazy posts. He goes all out in the poses, tattoos, and even piercings. Ain't it great to have a father who follows in the footsteps of his daughter? You know, I'd love to do the same thing, but I know my daughter would absolutely disown me. Number 4. In Florida, single father Philip Morgese had to learn how to style his young daughter Emma's hair. At first, it was just clips. Then it progressed to buns and braids. He got so good at it that he started offering classes to other dads so they too could bond with their daughters by fixing their hair. The Daddy-Daughter Hair Factory is a class taught by him every Wednesday at the International Academy in Daytona, Florida. Number 3. Deployments in Iraq and Afghanistan took a toll on Kevin Ivey's marriage. The single father then joined the Corps of Cadets at Texas A&M, but with little money, he and his son had to live in his truck in the Texas A&M parking lot. By doing so, Kevin was expecting trouble, especially when campus officers knocked on his window. But instead, the officers, who were veterans, paid for a hotel room for Kevin and his son and even put down a deposit on an apartment for them. Says one of the officers, "I'll be damned if I let another veteran go in need without me trying to do whatever I can to help them." Number 2. You know how some dads thrive on embarrassing their kids? Well, 36-year-old Shalom Ber-Solomon wants to make sure his 9-month-old daughter, Zoe, has plenty to look back on and be embarrassed by. Shalom goes to some great extremes to dress up himself and little Zoe for some awesome and funny pictures. From a Hawaiian dancer to a bucket of fried chicken. Have to say, my favorite is the one with him dressed as a cop giving Zoe a speeding ticket. The photos are taken by wife Carly, who absolutely loves it. And actually, we're thinking Zoe will be more smiles than embarrassed when she's old enough to appreciate them. And finally, number 1. When the budget is tight, parents often sacrifice things for themselves in order to take care of their children. A poor single father in the Philippines is no different. A very scrawny Ryan Arabu took his 2 daughters to a popular fast food restaurant and sat to watch them eat, being able to only afford enough food just for them. Ryan suffered a stroke a few years ago and his wife left him. Now, he and his daughters live in a tiny shack. He makes only about $3 a day from his small cart. But, as a father, he does everything he can to take care of his little girls, his pride and joy. That's all for today. Let us know what you think about the stories in the comment section below. Don't forget to like us and be sure to subscribe for more stories like this. Get addicted to the good stuff.